Hello everyone, this is Leah O'Neill. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. A little while ago I promised to do a good solid review of the spiral planner from Simple Stories. I just have been so in love with this planner and I felt like it deserved its own video to really talk about why I think it's such an awesome planner. Just starting with the outside of the planner, okay? This coil, it is solid. It is a great coil. It so far has held up to be very sturdy, and I've been pretty rough with it in my bag. It's just so sturdy, like I can't explain. I wish you could feel like how solid the coil actually is. And as far as like turning stuff, it has been very simple so far. I've not noticed anything like pages snagging or anything like that. So one other great feature of the outside of this planner are these corner protectors. I find that these have been great, and not only that, but that combined with the sturdiness of this hard cover on the front and back, you know, it's very solid, very sturdy. Again, holds up well to throwing in and out of a bag. The hard cover comes out over the tabs. That's a major perk for me. Because otherwise, no matter how sturdy your tabs are, which they are, we'll talk about that in a little bit, this just gives them that extra layer of protection. Like it doesn't come out past this hard cover, so the tabs are all protected very well. And just so you can see, I don't know the exact dimensions of this planner, but I can find that out and write it down in the description box. But just let me show you compared to my A5 ring bound planner, my Carpe Diem. It is almost the same size when you include the coil, and I would include the coil when I'm talking size and like how much it fits in my bag. So that you could see next to the A5 planner, it's almost exactly the same width with the coil, and then you've got, I'd say that's about a ½ an inch longer, taller, but that's just the binder. In terms of the like paper size, let's see how that compares to an A5 planner. It is nearly exact. It would actually be the same size, I think, if it weren't for the additional space that they took for it to actually put the coils in. It looks like they factored that in, but when you take away the area that has the coil holes punched, it's almost the exact same size as an A5 planner. So I'm trying to find a blank one because it's a little easier to see. Same height, same pages. The only additional width is where the spiral goes. So that's not even, just about a ½ an inch just for the spirals. So you can see, I just wanted you to see how the size compared, even if I didn't give you actual dimensions. I don't know about you, but when I hear dimensions, that doesn't actually help me anyway. I have to actually be able to see a comparison. And then going in the inside of the planner, they have these amazing pockets. It's such a practical thing to put on a spiral planner. The front and back both have those pockets, and you could stuff stickers or anything. Like if you want to throw a few things in there that you want to decorate your pages with one week, it's a very nice feature to do some on-the-go planning. This was one of those pages that are at the front of most planners that say, "Hello, my name is," in case you lose your planner. I probably should put that kind of information in here in case I did lose it, because I'd be heartbroken. But I instead decided to decorate it kind of like a dashboard. Like I would put in the front of my, what do you call it, ring bound planner. So this is something else you have inside the planner. These year at a glance, you've got 2017, 2018. I love these. I haven't actually gone through and utilized this page yet, but what I would normally do is either get some stickers and like put circles around important dates or something like that. It's also great for if you have a schedule that you need to kind of map out, you know, like if you got any vacations, the kids are out of school, or you just have a repeating work schedule or something. And then you've got this page here, which I haven't used yet, but it's where you write in, you know, any special events, birthdays, anything like that that you need to remember. I like to put things here like that are more perpetual dates, like things that reoccur every year. But it's a good thing to add in here too if I'm like, find out there is a Christmas event going on in December that I really want to go to. I'm going to write that here too if I want to remember it, to schedule it later. So I didn't actually use this page at the start of the planner yet, but this is like kind of the same thing in the inserts for the ring bound planners from the Carpe Diem planners, where you can use this page however you want. You can see the headers that are actually there already. You could use those and fill them in as they are, or you could decorate and do some memory keeping here. I may very well go back and do some memory keeping here, print out a few photos and decorate this page with memories from September. So I think that could be fun. And then you've got your monthly. This is super decorated. I don't even think I've shared this yet. Might be a little late considering it's September. But I mean, I just went through and I used a bunch of stickers. These are all from HelloPetitePaper, by the way, one of my favorite Etsy shops. But some of these stickers are from Simple Stories mixed in too. So like these little football stickers, stuff like that. So you could see how fun they are to decorate. Let me show you a blank one. Like I'm going to be decorating this here soon for November, but look how simple it is. This is like, for someone who likes to get really creative in their planner, this is a big deal to have a simple layout, pretty black and white. There's a little bit of color on some months, like they're mostly black and white florals, but this one's got kind of a sepia, is that how you say that? Sepia? Antiqued black and white kind of there, so it's a little bit different, warmer. But it's still really neutral, and I love that. And I like just the space and how sturdy they are, the pages. Okay, so that's something we should talk about. The divider pages are 180 GSM, and that is combined with a laminated tab where the month is, gives you an extra sturdy divider for each month. So any of the pages with divider tabs on them are 180 GSM. Very thick, very sturdy. The pages that do not have tabs on them are 120 GSM. So again, in terms of any planners that are on the market, this is one of the best paper qualities, and that continues with Simple Stories' commitment to that kind of quality. The ring bound planner inserts also are 120 GSM, and I mean that's like the only other planner I can think of off the top of my head that has that thickness are the Inkwell press paper planners. And I mean that's a great planner for some people, but I like this more simplistic layout of this one, and so it's been just beautiful. And I like to watercolor on my pages sometimes, and I find that it holds up really well. It doesn't go through. I can use almost any pen on here that I want to. Some of the really like juicier pens sometimes like might shadow a little bit, but I mean you gotta bear in mind, you know, if you use a really wet marker like a Sharpie or something, it might bleed through, but I typically stay away from that in my planner. A Sharpie pen on the other hand is fine. My favorite pen for using in most planners is a Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liner because it doesn't shadow or bleed through any paper. Even like the thinnest papers I've used, there maybe like in some planners there's a tiny bit of shadowing, but it definitely doesn't bleed through. I've had really good luck with this Tri-Plus fine liner pen. Now if you're going to be doing things like some fancy lettering and coloring in, this isn't the best pen because it's not really waterproof. Like if you, even after it dries, if you were to like go over it with a wet medium, like a wet marker or something, it's not going to hold up very well. So I tend to use like a Sharpie pen or some other pen that holds up better to that. My one of choice, I'm trying to see if I have it here. I don't. Of course I don't. But I usually use a Faber-Castell pen for that, or a Sharpie pen if that's what I have available to me. And they're waterproof, so that's why I use those. And then my Tombos, I usually use them just to color in letters. I'm sure if I did like widespread coloring, like thicker layers or something, it might bleed through, but so far I use it to color my letters in and stuff, and I've had no issues with it bleeding through. So again, paper quality, fantastic. So one of the things I loved about this planner was just how neutral it was. But let's look through at the dividers. See, aren't they gorgeous? See, I haven't found a good use for this page, but in my ring bound planners, I usually like to use it for memory keeping. So that's something that I can definitely go back and do. Just kind of print out some photos from my things from that month. I love this. It's one of my favorite floral. I'm so excited to decorate that. So here's December, January, February. Oh, let me not forget to actually show you the weekly pages. Okay, that's important. So before I continue on the monthly dividers, you've got a horizontal layout here. Extremely simple. Very simple layout, and I absolutely love that. So it's great if you don't want to decorate. This is great for a professional workplace. If you don't want to bring, not that I mind, you could bring whatever you want, you know, you do you. But I know that some people have expressed concern, you know, if you work in a really professional setting and you don't really want to bring out all your kind of frilly, bright, colorful things that stand out. I don't want everyone asking me. Actually, I would love everyone to ask me about my planner, but sometimes it's not the right time or place, right? So a simple planner that is just black and white and just gives you that really professional feel, if you don't decorate, is something that's awesome to have for work, but it's still very pretty. So you get that kind of pretty stationery thing that us stationery nerds really love, without, you know, having to go more extreme like I like to do with your decorating. But if you want to do your decorating, you can. You've got a blank layout, you know, you don't have any colors on the pages that are going to be clashing with the colors that you use to decorate. And that's a big issue I have whenever I want to decide what collection I want to work with. I don't like to have a bunch of colors on the page initially, because it makes me feel limited, like I got to use those colors or I got to cover them up. So continuing with the rest of the divider tabs. Isn't that beautiful? Difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. So you can see a lot of the dividers have that foiling that you see throughout the beautiful collection. These patterns are similar to, they're all from the beautiful collection with Simple Stories. So that's why you see these reoccurring florals and stuff. And I've been using it in a lot of my layouts, that collection. So you will have been seeing these things. August, September. Just gorgeous. Start each day with a grateful heart. And this planner does go up until December 2018. And then at the end of the planner, there are a few notes pages here. And I believe there are a few notes pages, actually. I think there might be one notes page at the end of every month. Let me check that out real quick. Oh, no, there's not. Okay, no, it just goes straight into that. Okay, so all the notes pages are in the back. And you can see just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overall pages, but front and back, so about 14 to 15 pages. And then all of the planners have these stickers in the back, which I don't even think I showed you when I did my walkthrough of all the new planner supplies that I got. I forgot to show you this page back here with all these beautiful stickers. So they've got that page, and then here's some more banners. Just gorgeous. So overall, this is just a fantastic planner. You can see where the coil ends there. Means I gotta close it that way. But again, you saw how I didn't have any issue flipping the pages or anything. So overall, a fantastic planner. I could show you too, I showed you this decorated layout just to give you an idea of what, when you start decorating, what it can look like, you know. You see what I mean about how starting with a blank slate, you can really go anywhere. Like I used the Beautiful Collection on those two layouts. And here I've got the Vintage Blessings collection. So it's like really colorful, but more fall type colors. And how that works on this layout too, on this simple background. Okay, so here you can see there is no bleed through. There is right here where I did a little bit more of the lettering. There's a tiny bit of shadowing there, but you almost, like, I can't even see it. Like when I put the page down, and because I would be decorating this anyway, well, actually I didn't decorate this week, obviously it's past this time, so I missed this week, but it's okay. So I mean, really, it just doesn't matter to me that it shadows a little bit, but I mean, that's a wet, like water-based marker, so like it's not a pen. You cannot see the pen at all. You see, I don't know if you can tell. So I just wanted you to kind of see that before the end of the video. So I hope I've given you as much knowledge as I can about this planner. I hope I've convinced you that it is absolutely fantastic. If you have any more questions about the planner, please leave them in a comment below, and I'll be happy to answer them. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.